Hello everyone, and welcome back to where we left off in Katawa Shoujo. So, if I continue now, I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. When he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. Yep, there is only hope. No cope. Only hope and cope, sorry. No rope. Do not rope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. Don't know why. I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. Started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. Began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. You know what they say. You know what I like more than this? Was it Lamborghini or Ferrari? Knowledge. But no, yeah, books are pretty good. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hand. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days have been increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, different only by the book I was reading, and the weather outside felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without really noticing. As you get older, you notice that too. Weeks go by without noticing. Sometimes I pause in realisation that I didn't know what the day of the week it was. Sounds like me most of the time. Yeah. But yeah, it was one of those things that can happen. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness, though the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself, or through the barrier. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear. I had to put the book aside just to lay down for a while, walking up the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. This is supposed to be some kind of special occasion. It's not a party. There is this ritual in the head cardiologist has. Not like there is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eye for a moment. "Hello, Hisao. How are you today?" Don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. "I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription." The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look at myself, feeling how am I supposed to react to this? The absurd long list of medications staring back at me from the papers seems to be insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions and dosages that are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's futile. Can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sick. All this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see that list fade over the next few years. Years? What kind of years? Kind of boost with that. I'd have felt better if you hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. calm down. Well, he says it tells me he knew full well I wouldn't like it. Am I supposed to be going? Am I supposed to be? Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, spoken to your parents about transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy. That specialises in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nurse and staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't just try to describe that fact. If it really was that free, wouldn't there be 24-hour nursing staff and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a certain point? Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a walk a couple of weeks back, and I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and well, it's not the same one. A special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. Step down. It's not what you think. All of the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the high school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their own disability. One of my colleagues is another hospital. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what disability is. In like something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? Normal life is out of question now. It's funny. I'd always thought my life was kind of boring. But now, is it? I want to protest. I want to blame just lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell something out now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know it's now futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. Don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but thought of going to disabled school. What are those even like? As much as I want to try and put a positive spin on it, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. It's all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it is a special school. Something to fresh start. My life isn't over. It'd be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Act 1. Life expectancy. So I'm guessing that was just a prologue. But now's a good time as any for me to say I will be finishing up here for this episode today. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.